Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
So let's get things underway. And he's made certain that won't get through. Knocks it towards the front. Looks to slip it through. What a throw in. Crosses in a low one. And it's a goal! Cuts it out. Gets it back. None shall pass, that's the message there. Gets it back. Chip through. Keeper's ball. Tries a through ball. And through to the goalkeeper. Plays it out to the wing. Hits one! Caused a worry or two.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Ball's out on the left now. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
That's lovely. Passes it through. Away from immediate danger. And he's cut it out. Now the pass. Battles to win it back. Complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Looks like a good ball through. Now here's the through ball. Will be a throw-in. That's not going to find its target. Now the pass. To safety. Tries the route one option. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Till the break. Into the channel. There's no flag. Clears it out of harm's way. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. It's wide, but only just.
Oh, it was almost a beautifully placed shot. He's so unlucky not to see that go in.
hit half-time.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Played out to the wing, drills one in. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Tries a through ball. So still just a goal between them. Drilled in low. Quality ball, drilled in low.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Real chance! Looking to force his way through. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
It's a loose ball. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, we were unlikely to see a goal then because there were so many players crowding out that danger area. I think something very special was going to be needed.
Tries a long pass towards the front. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Demanding a quick ball here. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He goes long. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Well, the idea was crafty, but the weight of the pass was just a little light.
Brings it forward. Goes long and forward. Looks to slip it through. Good strong hand by the keeper. It's in!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added up. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Gets it back, and he has been fouled there. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the protest continues, but in the end, they are defending the indefensible. They've managed to get it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. About to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Thrust towards the front line. Has a shot! Oh, should have put that away.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this tie. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
Battles to win it back. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gets it back. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Tries a through ball. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. Ball. Who's going to get there?
Well, this is when your experienced players should come to the fore. They've got to help him keep it better than this.
There will be 4 extra minutes. That's a throw. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, he's come flying in. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes...
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence line. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Where to next? He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Brought forward. What does he try from here? It forwards. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? And in it goes. And the comeback is complete.
Oh, that was a close call, but for me, he timed his run to absolute perfection there to stay just onside. And he's still a lot to do, you know, but I think he's tucked that away really well.
Was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And that would have been game, set and match.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
And he's there to hoof it away. looks like a good ball through. Has a swing at it! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Oh, it should have been the clincher, Peter, and he'll be kicking himself for not taking the pressure off.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Can he find a finish now? It's a loose ball. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Plays it out to the wing. Fires it in low. Passes it through. He has it out wide now. Tries the volley. Back of the net.
Unbelievable.
They have stolen level at the last. Quite exquisite. Brilliantly dispatched.
Oh, look, the early feed gave him the opportunity to get the volley away, but there was such a high tariff on that.
All square again into the dying minutes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Boots the world, but still room for improvement. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
What a fantastic tussle, Peter. I thought we'd get a mistake or two as players began to tire towards the end, but fear of defeat seems to just keep them going, and it's a case of who wants to step up now.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? So, the first penalty. And he's found the net.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
And so the captain steps up. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. Coolly into the bottom corner.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So, the second man in line. It's
in,
in, and the keeper could have done better.
That's a superb spot kick.
The third man in the queue. It's there, keeper rooted to the spot.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
And he's missed it.
It's a technical no-no. He got underneath it.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Two to the good. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. That's it, it is done. Shootout winners, it is such a compelling way to win, compelling and cruel, but they were so composed under pressure, and that was the difference.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening.